Hi everyone, I hope you are doing good. So let's take a new DSA problem today, and in this session we will understand the problem first, then we will discuss about the solutions, algorithms, and then we will convert that algorithm into the C++ code, correct? And then we will run the use case. So let's understand the problem first here. The problem statement says given an array A consisting of 0 and 1s. In that array, in given array, you will get 0, either 0 or 1, correct? A flip operation is 1 in which you turn 1 into 0 and 0 into 1, right? One operation is allowed to do, and in that operation you can flip 0 into 1 and 1 into 0, right? You have to do at most one flip operation of any subarray, right? So what does it mean? It means in the complete array or sub array, whatever, it depends on you, you can perform only one flip operation. That is what it is mentioned here, right? Formally select a range L to R in the array A such that L should be greater than equals to 0 and R should be greater than equals to L and R should be less than to N, correct? So what does it mean? It means that the range should be in that array only, right? Valid range should be there. Also flip the elements in this range to get the maximum ones in the final array. You can possibly make 0 operations to get the answer. You are asked to return the maximum number of 1 you can get in the array after doing the flip operation, right? So it is mentioned here basically. You will be given one array. Let's understand with example this question. So you will be given one array here, right? And that array will consist 1 and 0 only, correct? Either it would be 0 or it would be 1, right? And you are allowed to perform one operation on this array, right? Flip operation, correct? Flip operation you are allowed, and that one flip you can do to make the maximum ones in this array, right? The final output should be maximum 1, right? Once count we will do, and that one count should be maximum after doing your one flip operation. If it is already maximum, right, in that case the flip operation, like you can skip the flip operation as well, and you can directly return the one count, right? So I hope you understood the question here, right? So for example this one, right? So in this example this is 1 0 0 1 0. So this is the input array, correct? And if I perform the flip operation to this range, in this range only, right, then it would be 1. 1 is already 1, right? And I will flip this one only. So 1 1, right? And then this is 1 already, and this is 0. So now see here the one count is 4, correct? And if I perform the operation on for example this one only, right? In this case what will happen? 1 0 1 0 and 0. So here one count is 2 only, correct? So likewise we have to basically perform the flip operation so that we can make the one count maximum, right? And here in this case you see we are making 4 only, so we can return the 4, this answer. And here see 4 is output here, correct? So now if we take another example here, so one more example is given, and here the input array is this one, right? This is input array 1 0 0 1 0 0 1, right? And if now it is given here, we can perform the one flip operation, right, with this input. So what we can do, so for example, right, let's understand, if we perform the flip operation on this range, correct, on this range, then what will be the output array? It would be 1, right, original 1, and then we are flipping 0 to 1, right? This is 1, this is 1. So basically we are performing that flip operation from left to right in this range only. So in this range flip means if 0 is there, then we can make it 1, and if it is 1 is there, then we can make it 0, right? Because we are performing the flip operation on range. So in this range we are performing flip operation. So now 1 becomes 0 here, and then this 0 will become 1, and this 0 will become 1, right? 1 we have already. So now if we count the 1, then the 1 count would be 6, right? And this is the maximum which we can achieve, right? So this would be your answer. So I hope you understood the problem statements, you understood the questions with these given examples. Now think about the solution, think about the algorithms which can be applied here to solve this question. right? If you get any different algorithm solutions, then whatever we will discuss, then please comment below the video so that we also get to know what you are thinking, right? What is your approach? So now what I'm thinking is, so here the input array is, right, input is 1 0 0 1 0, right? So what I'm thinking, how can we solve it, is we can take one sum, right, sum, and we will consider the max sum also, right? You can say max sum, right, and we also count the one, right? So in this array we have two ones only, right? So OC is the one count, for example. So this is 2, right? So what I will do, I will count the ones in the given array, that is 2, right? That is 2, and then I will sum. So if it is 1, in that case we will decrement the sum, and if sum is less than 0, then we will make it 0, like we will not go beyond below the 0, right? So it is 1, so sum minus 1, and initial value of sum is 0, for example, right? So 0 minus 1, that is minus 1, it is going below the 0, so we will make it 0. If it is 0, then we will make it 1, right? And here max sum is 0, so we are getting 1, so it would be 1 here, maximum, right? And then again it is 0, so we will add 1 here, so it would be 2, and here max sum would be 2, correct? Because 2 is greater than 1, correct? That is why we will update the max sum here. And then we are encountering 1, so what we will do, basically we will decrease this 2 to 1, here 1, but we will not update the max sum, because max sum is 2 and here we are getting 1, right? So 2 is maximum, correct? Now we will go ahead and check 0, it is 0, yes it is 0, so we will add it to 2, correct, right? And already we have 2, 2 is not greater than 2, correct? So we will keep the original value, maximum value. So now, so this is why we did this operation, so I will explain this one, but before that let me come to the solution, like the final result here. So we got the maximum sum is 2, which we can achieve by flipping, and we have already two ones, right? So if we add the maximum sum, right, if we add this max sum plus 1 count, then that would be our result, right? That would be our result. Max sum is, how much is max sum? 2, correct? Plus OC, 1 count is 2, 1 and plus 1, that is 2, correct? 2. So final result is 4. So that is what is our result, correct? You got it? This is 4, right? See, 4. So this is our result. Now why I am using this sum here? So try to understand this, please. So here see, we 1 is, right? So no need to flip. It is already 1, right? And that can contribute into the final result, right? So we are becoming, it is becoming 0. Now we are considering, for example, this range only, this range, correct? In this range, for example, this is our array. In that case, what we will do here, if we flip this one, then see, we are making max sum to 1, right? It means that whatever the 1 we have, we can add this 1 to that to make the final result, right? And for example, yeah, this is the case, right? Correct. So now if we are including this one, this 0 also, this 0 we have included, right? This 0 also we have included. So now if we, our array is 3 length, right, and we have 1 and 2 zeros here. So now if we go by this sum methodology, then see here 1 and 2. It means the maximum is 2 here. So this 2 can be added into the final result, right? Whatever the 1 we have plus the 0, which can be flipped to 1, and then we can make it to 1 plus 2, that is 3, right? I hope you are getting it, right? And if, for example, if we include this also, for example, if we include this one, then what will happen? Then what will happen here? See, here this is sum is becoming 1, right? Sum is becoming 1, and we have maximum is 2 at this stage. Maximum sum we got it 2 only, correct? So now if we include this one also, then on that time also we can make it to 4 only. Why 4? Because 2, if we flip this one, right, then we get the additional output is 2 only. Why 2? Because see here, if we flip this one, that would be, it will become 1, right? This 0, this is become 1, this 0 will become 1, but this 1 will become 0, right? Because we are performing the flip operation. So see here, 1 plus 1, that is 2 only. So we are adding 2 only to the result, correct? So that is why we are taking maximum here only, right? After this, if we include this one also, so for example, we are including this 0 also, last element also, correct? So now if we include this one also, then and we perform the flip operation, then it will become 1 here, right? See, 1 here, and it would become 0. So now see here, so now if we take this range, if we take this range, correct, if we take this range here, so then what we are adding here, 3, right? So after this range we are getting 3 only, and 1 we have already, so that is why 1 plus 3, that is 4, right? That is 4, correct? So this is how we are getting 4, and I have explained you why we are using this maximum sum techniques here, right? So because after flipping we are adding this much only, correct? So let's take another example here. Let me clear this out, and we will understand with this methodology with the second example here. So see here, let's dry run this algorithm. Then I will basically update here. So here input array is 1 0 0 1 0 0 1, correct? So here it would be our sum, right? And here for example this is max sum, right? And one count we have 1 2 3, right? 1, see, let me do this one. So this is 1 2 and 3, so 3 would be your one count, correct? Now sum, it is 1, right? So what we are doing, so let me change the color here. So if a of I is equals to 1, in that case what we are doing basically, sum minus is equals to 1 basically, right? Sum is equals to sum minus 1, that is what we are doing here, right? So let me expand it one so that it would be easy. If you don't understand this sort, right? So sum is equals to sum minus 1, right? And here, right, correct? So sum is initially 0, correct? 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. And if sum is less than 0, then what we will do, we will update to it to 0, right? So it is going be less than 0, so we will make it 0, 0 here, correct? And then if so this is if part, and in else part what we will do of this one, right? Or we can say if a of I barabar 0, in that case what we will do, we will do sum plus is equals to 1, right? Sum is equals to sum plus 1, that is what we are doing here. So it would be 1 here become, then again we, and here maximum sum is 1 basically, right? 1. Then here if we go next, right, at this stage, so this is 0, so it will be added to this one sum, so it will 2, and then maximum sum is updated here, it needs to be updated, right? It is 2, and the maximum sum is 1 is less than 2, so we will update it is 2. Then we will come here, right, and this is 1. So in one case what we are doing, we are basically subtracting, right? Here we are subtracting, so we will subtract, so it would become 1 here, maximum would be 2 only, right? Because this is less than 2. Then again it is 0, so it will add here, we will add 1 here, so this would be 2 here, correct? And then it would be 2 only, because both are same. No, this is sum is not greater than this one. Then again 0, so then again 0, in that case we will add 1, this is 3. Now 3 is greater than 2, maximum sum is less than the sum, so we will update the maximum sum with this sum value, so this is 3. And then last one is 1, so we will decrement, so it would be 2. So here we will not update, right? So here the maximum what we are getting is 3, right? It means if we perform the flip operation in particular range, in that case we can add 3 into the whatever the one count we have to get the result, right? So see, our result would be, right, or result would be 1 count plus the maximum sum, right? So it would be 3 plus 3, right? 3 is this one, and 3 we get from here, so it would be 6, right? So that is what we are getting here. I hope you understood the problem. If you want, I can write the algorithms. Algorithm is simple. We will iterate, right, from for loop 0 to n, correct? And if a of I 1 In that case, what we will do? We will subtract, right? And here you can say sum is equals to 0, and you can say max sum is could be 0, and the one count also you can say 0, right? These variables we will update here. Don't worry, I will write the code also. Before that, let me write the algorithms, whatever we discussed, right? This one pseudo code basically this is. And in if block, what we will do, it is 1, so we can apply here one count. No need to take the separate loop for counting the 1 also. So one count we can do plus plus, right? And the other thing is sum minus is equals to 1, so that is one thing we can do. And in else part, what we can do, if it is 0 not 1, right, in that case what we will do, sum plus is equals to 1, right? We are adding the sum. And then after this, what we can do, if sum is less than 0, then we can make sum to 0, correct? This is what. And after that, after like coming out of this loop, what we can do, we can basically take the result would be, if we can return, for example, here in return statement, what we can do, this is return, this is maximum sum plus the one count. That is what we have to return, and that would be our result. That is what we have discussed, correct? So let me write the code here. So I have added the code here, and the C code is same. We have taken this sum, then make sum, and then one count. One count we are doing here, one count plus plus, right? Sum is equals to sum minus 1. That is what we are doing if it is 1, and if it is 0, in that case we are adding the 1 to the sum, right? And here if the sum is going less than 0, in that case we are updating it with the 0. And then we are basically updating our maximum sum here. If sum is greater than the maximum sum, whatever we have, then we will update it, else we will leave it, right? And we are iterating through the complete loop, right? And then after that, at the end, what we are returning basically to make the result maximum sum, whatever we have, plus one count, what is the in the given array, right? So it would be our result. And here time complexity would be, see here we are basically iterating through the complete array only. So, right, so the time complexity would be order of n only, correct? And we are taking not any extra space, so space complexity would be constant, correct? Order of 1. So I hope you understood this problem, and if you want this code, then please comment below the video. I will provide the link, and then you can take this code as well, right? So thank you for watching the complete video. That's all for today. See you next time. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring.